10-6 Los Angeles in this one. Cardinals have rallied. They are now leading the Phillies 5-3 the score in that one. They are in the 8th inning. Dexter Fowler, a 3-run jack for this one for St. Louis. Other games of interest, it's the Rockies and the Cubs at Wrigley. 7th inning right now. Cubs 6, Rockies 4. The Twins and the Giants even 2-2. That's in the 3rd. In the 3rd as well, Rangers and Nationals even at 1-1. Diamondbacks out in front of the Brewers 1-0 in the 3rd. Royals 1-0 over the Padres early. Blue Jays 2-0 over the Mariners. That's in the 2nd inning. And the Reds have exploded for 3 home runs. They lead the Dodgers 4-2 in Los Angeles. That's in the 3rd inning of play. Final scores, winners and losers. How about the Pirates over the Marlins? They win at 3-1. Ivan Nova gets the win. The MVP, Elias Diaz, with a 2-run double.
Elias Diaz, 3-2. Front runners at the corners. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive toward left center field. That's going to get down and get to the wall. Osuna has scored. David Freese will score as he's being waved home. Elias Diaz rips a double to the notch in left center field. Pirates take a 2-0 lead in the first.
And the Pirates win the game 3-1 over Miami. The Indians double up on the White Sox 4-2 the final. Yankees over the Orioles 14-3 the final. Aaron Judge, 4 hits, 3 RBI, 2 homers. He's got 21 on the season. One of his homers today went 495 feet from the plate to where it landed. He's hitting .344 on the season. Rays beat the A's 5-4. Mets over the Braves 2-1 behind Seth Lugo. And Rafael Nadal wins the men's French Open final. This is NBC Sports Radio.
This is Pastor Greg from Chosen Generation Radio Show, heard right here on Kcaa, 1 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Do any of these sound familiar? Not sleeping well, waking up tired, drinking more coffee than usual, can't stay focused, craving sugary drinks and snacks, feel like you're stuck on a treadmill, having trouble managing your weight, not sick but not firing on all cylinders? Any one of these could mean that you might have a system overload, and Thyrodrenal might just be right for you. Think about it. You've probably been feeling like this for a while. Life has a way of wearing you down, and if you aren't getting the right nutrients, then physical and emotional wear and tear will take its toll. Most of us at some time or another could use some nutritional support for our adrenal and thyroid glands to bring things back in balance. Our bodies respond well to optimal nutrition to keep daily energy levels up and stress levels down. Try Thyrodrenal from Michael's Naturopathic Programs, a nourishing support formula with vitamins, minerals, and herbs to put back what life takes out. Look for Michael's on the label. We're serious about good health. Thyrodrenal is available at leading health food stores nationwide. If you don't see it on the shelf, then ask for it by name. Thyrodrenal.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bob Marshall, PhD, host of Healthline. Tune in to get your questions answered and hear the latest breakthrough information for you and your family. Our pollen de fleur is on special. Natural support for the bladder, prostate, urinary, immune, and menopausal health. Pollen de fleur is a non-solvent flower pollen extract from rye pollen. Flower pollen extracts contain high levels of amino acids, antioxidants, and phytosterols. Pollen de fleur also delivers bioflavonoids. Key help if you're waking up at night to urinate. Buy 2 bottles, get the 3rd one free. Call 800-370-3447. That's 800-370-3447. And you can visit us online at qnlabs.com. That's qnlabs.com. Experience nutrition that really works.
This is KCAA.
Levels of Power, Fact or Fiction. Author Mike Gilmore brings political thrillers aligned with the latest news stories direct from our nation's capital. Immigration and border security, high tension in Southeast Asia, a Supreme Court nomination. Follow Senator Randy Fisher through the halls of power as he confronts the issues that affect our everyday lives. Fast-paced political thrillers, Levels of Power. Discover more at michaelgilmore1.com or amazon.com. Get hooked today.
Okay, nurse, let's get this man to the ER stat.
Right away, doctor.
We see this every day. Heart attack or angina pain due to blocked and clogged arteries. Chelation can remove obstructions or blockages from arteries and help avoid painful and expensive surgery. Now there's Angioprim. It's a liquid oral chelation product that you take with juice. You start to feel the results fast. Angioprim increases blood flow all over the body, and that means more energy and strength to take on the day with less aches and pains. 60 years of research has gone into chelation, And Angioprim is the result, a safe and easy way to unblock your veins and arteries from buildup that slow circulation.
Paging Dr. Jones. Please report to the emergency room right away.
Log on now for a special radio offer from Angioprim. That's angioprim.com/radio. ANGIOPRIM. Angioprim.com/radio or call 877-882-7221. That's 877-882-7221.
KCAA.
For several years, KCAA has been marketing the Youngevity brand of nutritional and personal care products. Our experience with Youngevity has been 100% positive, so we are pleased to recommend them to you. Regarding nutritional supplements, we recommend Pollen Burst in the berry flavor and Tangy Tangerine 2.0 in the tablet form. For regularity issues, we recommend 3-Day Cleanse, and for personal care, we recommend Morning Hydration Cream. You can shop online for Youngevity at www.kcaateam.com, or you can order by phone by calling 800-982-3197 and tell customer support that you are part of the KCAA team. Youngevity is an American company based in San Diego. Call Youngevity at 800-982-3197 and ask about monthly auto ship that allows you to buy Youngevity products at wholesale prices. That number again, 800-982-3197.
KCAA Loma Linda.
This is XERB 1090 on the West Coast Radio Dial, Central Studios, Los Angeles.
She said, let's pasa a mí con esta niña que conocí. Voy a platicar lo que me pasa a mí con esta niña que conocí. Un día la saqué a comer, ¡hey! Me enamoré. Un día la saqué a comer, ¡hey! Me enamoré. Una noche de aquellas de aquel, junto a la playa yo la llevé. Fue en una noche de aquellas de aquel, junto del mar yo la besé. Con mi guitarra yo le canté, ¡hey! Me la gané. Con mi guitarra yo le canté, ¡hey! Me la gané. Por esa noche que le canté. Pasaron los años, pasaron muy bien. Por esa noche que le canté. Junto al mar yo me quedé con mi esposa y con mi bebé. Junto al mar yo me quedé con mi esposa y con mi bebé. Junto al mar yo me quedé con mi esposa y con mi bebé. Junto al mar yo me quedé con mi esposa y con mi bebé. Junto al mar yo me quedé con mi esposa y con mi bebé. Junto al mar yo me quedé con mi esposa y con mi bebé. Los 454. ¡Vámonos!
All right, we're back. This is going to be the last Whiskey Rambler radio. It's Big Rich here with Mr. Tim Von Fury. Jenna's not here today, but she's here in spirit. No, she'll be calling in a little bit. I think halfway through the show she'll be calling in. And just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's followed and supported, everything that I've been doing the last couple of years. And this show was it wasn't easy to get up off the ground. You know, a lot of people didn't believe it was a legitimate station until they started seeing the NBC logo behind us. And it does broadcast on 3 different frequencies, which you'll hear me say in a few minutes. But I just wanted to say thank you, and if you can, please don't go anywhere. Tim and Jenna are going to be starting their own show, and it's going to be from 1 to 2, I believe. And if you can, show them the same support, the same love that you have given me. They'll be promoting on the Whiskey Rambler radio page for the next month to give you guys all the info of what they have coming up and where you guys can go follow them. I'm gonna be shutting down my stuff for a while. I got some personal business that I have to attend to, and you'll see me around. I'll be out and about at shows. It's just I have to take a few steps back in order to move forward, if that makes any sense. Sometimes you have to do that, and I've been trying to postpone this day, but I can't keep doing it. So this is going to be my last show, and thank you for following Whiskey Rambler Radio. And right now, let me do the radio stuff. This is Kcaa Radio, 106.5 FM, 102.3 FM, 1050 AM. If you have a smartphone, tablet, or computer, you can stream it live by going to kcaaradio.com. And on the home screen, you'll see us at the hour that we start on. Up at the top on the right where it says podcast, you can download the TuneIn app, the iHeartRadio, and what's the other one? Ustream. For whatever benefits you most, and you can replay old shows on there. So thank you once again. This is Whiskey Rambler Radio. This is going to be the last one, and today our guests are the 454s. What a way for me to go out is, revving it up more than what we have in the past. These guys are phenomenal, and you guys won't be disappointed. So right now, I'm going to turn it over to Tim. Tim?
Here we are. Jenna's not here, like we said. Jenna's on her way back from a wedding, I believe, up north. But we just want to wish Rich the best. He brought us on the radio show, and we worked as a good team. And there's no ill feelings, and there's nothing but love. And, we're always here. So we want to thank you, Rich, for all your hard work. All the artwork you see on every show, all the flyers, the drawings, the announcements, the videos, the posts, that's all Rich. So like we said, Jenna and I are going to start another radio show 1 hour earlier, same bat channel, same, bat station. But, Rich will be in our hearts, and we'll miss him. But we respect what he has to do. So we stand by him on that. So with no further ado, the 454s. Hello, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
All right. You guys are based out of where?
Los Angeles, California.
L.A., Los Angeles. All right. And you guys just had a show in Riverside, Friday night, right?
Friday night, at the Concert Lounge right there in downtown Riverside.
Romano's,
right?
Romano's, yes.
It was, I haven't been there yet. I've been wanting to go.
It was an excellent show. Yeah, it was very nice.
So if you haven't seen these guys, they play around the Southern California area. They're really good. Jenna raves about them a lot, and so we decided, hey, let's bring them on and get some airtime for them. So you guys want to play us a song?
Yes, thank you.
What do we got going on first?
We usually play a full band, party band, but we decided to make it a little more Sun Records feel, but cumbia style, because that's what we like. We like cumbias and rancheras and stuff. So let's do one.
I knew I should have brought my michelada.
454s. Let's do this one. This is an old Mexican song. Ya no le den de tomar, ya no le den de tomar whisky, cerveza ni tequila, porque se ponen bien mal, porque se ponen bien mal, y ya sabe cómo les va. Ya no le den de tomar, ya no les den de tomar, este güey se pone muy loco. Él y su ruca igual, él y su vieja igual, a gatas siempre los dos. Ya no les den de tomar, ya no les den de tomar a los 4:54, porque se ponen a cantar, pero empiezan bien mal y no les sale la canción. ¡Oh! Ya no le den de tomar, ya no le den de tomar whisky, cerveza ni tequila. Porque se ponen bien mal, porque se ponen bien mal. Y ya sabe cómo les va. Ya no le den de tomar, ya no le den de tomar. Este güey se pone muy loco. Él y su ruca igual, él y su vieja igual. A gatas siempre los dos. Ya no les den de tomar, ya no les den de tomar a los 4:54, porque se ponen a cantar, pero empiezan bien mal y no les sale la canción.
You're tuning in to Whiskey Rambler Radio. It's going to be the last one for me. I got to take off right now. Got little girl's, little boy's birthday party. Got all of them, man. 5th and the 6th. They're born years apart, but they happen to be born one day after each other on the 5th and the 6th. So I got to go take care of some family business right now. But I had a blast. Thank you guys for following me. And I hate to leave right now, but this is something that I have to go do. And remember, show Tim and Jenna, the same love that you showed me if you can. And thank you. I'll be around. I'm not taking off from the scene. I got to take care of some things, and I got to regroup. So I'll see you guys around and see you guys out and about. Tim, man, it was a pleasure working with you. Fellas,
all right, Rich.
Keep rocking. Keep kicking butt.
Thank you, sir.
And looking forward to, and I mean it, working with you guys in the future.
Yes,
there are some things still that I haven't done that I want to do within the scene, and
we want to be part of that.
They know that I always have a bunch of crazy ideas, know, and right now I just got to regroup, and I'll be reaching out to everybody soon. So you guys keep rocking.
Right.
And thank you guys for following. I'm going to let Tim take over. Take care of him. All right? And I'll be around on my page, Whiskey Rambler. I'm out.
There you go. Big Rich. All right. Well, just us, fellas.
Nice.
Here we go. All right. Once again, we want to wish Richard the best. Great guy. We love him. We'll be carrying on. 454s. Gentlemen, let's talk about some influences. So I hear cumbia, I hear rockabilly, I hear all, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there you go. Everybody got their own mic now. There you go. So I hear cumbia, I hear rockabilly, I hear all these influences. So we can start here. Who are your biggest influences in your life, and what made for your music?
Honestly, for me, biggest influence in my whole life comes from my uncle. My mom's brother. When I was 13 years old, he had his conjunto, which is basically a Mexican band that plays covers, parties. And I wanted to play guitar. I wanted to be a rock and roll guitarist. He said, nope, I need a bass player. So he gave me a bass, and he said, here are the songs. Cumbias, rancheras, baladas, all the stuff that we basically play now, just in our style, So,
right.
But basically, it's 70s music. That's what he really loves. So we got stuck with, like, Tigres del Norte and, Rigo Tobar and...
the
70s stuff, yeah, old 70s music.
Freddie Fender, no.
Yeah, exactly. And then, from there, it stems out to the rock and roll,
Sure.
And then just, it goes on and on and on.
Right.
Morrissey, we go into all kinds of stuff after that. So.
We've had a lot of discussions about this lately, how, it's good to not be one-dimensional. If someone says, I like rockabilly, well, you like boppers, do you like jivers, do you like neo rockabilly, you like traditional rockabilly, do you like country rockabilly, what do you like? But as I talk to all the bands that come through, everybody kind of seems to like the same other stuff too. I mean, it's hard to be around our age and have not liked bands like Nirvana in the 90s. I mean, how can you deny that you did The Clash, on your shirt? So it's important to be very eclectic, right? Because one-dimensional doesn't work.
Exactly, yeah.
And we had the vinyl DJs on last week, Zorch and Astro 138, and we were talking about the great collection of Spanish rock and roll from the 50s and 60s.
Right.
A lot of the stuff that they were covering, like Boney Maroney and stuff like that, but they were doing it in Spanish, and it's really good. So if people out there, if you haven't heard that, if you haven't tuned into that, it's really good stuff, and it's a huge catalog of that stuff, and really enjoy it.
And it came out on the pretty much at the exact same time. It's like they heard the English version and they just made the Spanish version, and the sound quality of the recordings, I mean, just the era that it was in, it's
good stuff.
Unmistakable, you know. It's awesome.
It's really interesting. I mean, because we have viewers from around the world, right? We got Canada, Japan, Brazil, you know, everywhere. And it's really interesting because you're hearing a little bit of slice of what Southern California is, right? And Southern California obviously is very Latino, Hispanic, Mexican, whatever you want to say, dominant, right? There's a lot of that here. So you hear it in the rockabilly music. You see it in the styles. So it's kind of an honor to show the rest of the world, the rest of the country, you know, what we have to offer as Southern Californians, and the different influences that we have from around the world, you know, whether it's from England to us to England, you know, Mexico to us to Mexico. It's really cool. It's really neat how it's just a big melting pot.
Yeah, it's true.
What about you? What's some of your biggest influences?
I mean, started off, you know, punk rock. That's what I really got into back in the angry teen years and stuff. But, you know, once you start looking back at the bands that I like to listen to, you know, what were they and who were they inspired by? Right. And, you know, I started digging away, 60s, back into the 50s. And then I fell in love with, like, Western swing and blues music, like Willie Dixon or Howlin' Wolf, you know? And that's where the upright bass came to play. And, you know, saving up my money, bought myself one, and, whew, love it. Fell in love with it, sound and everything, you know?
What's great about the upright bass is you can play so many different styles. You know, people just think rockabilly, but you know, the Spanish music to anything else, it can all be done. And we talk about, I mean, Morrissey's band played a upright bass, right? Gary Day. What about you, sir?
Kind of always been all over the place, but biggest influences are probably Nirvana, Misfits, Beatles,
Beatles,
Morrissey.
It's got good taste.
You know, a little bit of everything. The 50s stuff, definitely, thanks to the Stray Cats, you know, kind of got me into that. The Cramps are another big major influence for me.
Yeah, see, even the Cramps, they buy old vinyls, old school music, and, you know.
Goo Goo Muck and all that's all covers. Those are all covers.
You start digging back and you start seeing who influenced them, and it's like you can go farther and farther down the rabbit hole.
Right. Further and further to where there was no records back then, right? If you haven't checked out, there's an album called The Roots of the Cramps. It's really good, and a lot of the songs they do, like Goo Goo Muck and whatnot, the originals are on there. And so you can kind of hear it, how pretty much true to the sound they were, but yet they put their own style on it. So it's great. It's wonderful, you know. Let's talk social media for a minute. Do you guys have a Facebook page, IG?
We do. We have a Facebook. We got Instagram.
We still have a MySpace.
MySpace.
Let's not forget about
you have your Yahoo Messenger?
Up and coming.
But yeah, you can see all our stuff. You can follow us on Facebook, the 454s. Instagram, we try to post pictures of the shows and everything. We've been really busy lately. Like you said, Friday night we had a big concert out there or over here in Riverside. Right? I forget where we were.
The concert lounge, which is a really good venue. I mean,
it's very nice. And then we had a private party last night, you know, and they started adding us on Facebook and whatnot, you know. So, but yeah, make our friends list grow, and you know, let us know what we can do to come to your town, you know, and play your backyard party, you know.
So on Facebook, is it the 454s? Or?
Yeah, everything is just the 454s, just the numbers.
The number 454 S. Okay, so that's IG, folks.
I was just gonna say we're really active on our Facebook page and our Instagram. And we have a YouTube page as well that we're gonna start
That's coming
adding.
up next, yeah. Our album is coming out. We have a copy of it here today, you know.
So we played 3 tracks off that at the beginning. That was what you guys heard when we first came in.
It will be coming out on the 24th of this month. We have a big party coming out that day too, you know, to commemorate the album and everything, so everybody can come on down.
The Chicali Lounge?
Chicali Lounge in Montebello. You know, we'll have all the information on our Facebook, so just, you know, go to our Facebook.
There's a hotel connected to that bar, so if anybody
it's a really nice bar.
Really party hard, you know,
just crawl right up to the hotel.
Let them know you're coming with us. You'll get a discount.
There you go. So you check them out if you have not added them on Facebook or on IG. It's 454S, 454S, 454s.
454s.
There you go. S. So yeah. Tell me about the song. So it was interesting because I'm looking at Rich when you guys opened with that number. And I know that song from the La Bamba movie when they're doing the party, and Bob has his little leather jacket over his face, and I had a smile on my face the whole time because I just remember that song. I love that song, and I love the version you guys do. It's really cool because it's traditional, but it's a little bit more with the rockabilly stuff.
Yeah, same as the Cramps. We try to take old songs and we try to do them the way they go, but they don't come out the same. They come out our way, and some people they're like, oh man, it's cool that you got to change it to your way, and then other people are like, well, it doesn't sound like it.
There's some purists.
But they like it, either way, they have a good time with them.
So we do have a call, and Joe, can you bring us up in the mix in the booth a little bit? I don't know if you guys want to grab a headphone set, you can hear, but I'll have Joe crank it. Caller, you're live.
Hello. How are you guys?
This voice sounds
Doing
familiar.
great, thank you.
It's the best voice ever.
Hi, Jenna.
How are you guys?
We're all right.
How's it going, Jenna?
Good. You guys sound amazingly wonderful.
Thank you.
And I am really sorry that I couldn't be there. We are driving through. We stopped in a town called Ivanhoe. So we're continuing heading home. So myself and DJ Dynamite Lola, we're all in here and supporting and having a good time, and Nick up in the car. So we just wanted to call to say awesome, you guys.
Thank you, Jenna.
And keep doing what you're doing. And great show on Friday. So
yeah, we had a good time.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming.
I had people that went that weren't even into the music, and they're like new fans.
Nice. They come out fans.
Keep doing what you guys are doing.
Cool.
And we'll be definitely supporting you guys at some future shows.
All right,
and getting
that
your CD.
Well, I hope we get to come back too. I want to do something maybe with a small drum set or piano or something a little different,
Accordion.
Yeah,
an accordion.
We definitely.
And then we got to have Jenna come for that one for sure,
Yeah, absolutely. That's good stuff. Jenna, are you guys philosophizing about names for the upcoming new show we have?
Oh, we got all kinds of names. I just can't say it on the radio right now.
There you go.
Joe might be bleeping that finger. No, I'm just kidding.
It doesn't start with the F word, does it?
I'm excited. I am sad about Rich leaving. We love him, and he's a wonderful man, and I thank him for all that he's done. And we love you, Rich. And so, but he's not going nowhere. We'll still be all in touch with him and his beautiful wife. So. It's good. Everything happens positive for reasons.
Right.
So.
Well, we're with it. It's new things for everybody, right?
That's right.
All right. Yes, exactly. Good juju.
And good juju. Tell Lola we said hi. Hello, Lola.
Yes. Lola, say hi.
Hello.
we're all just like it's many hours heading home. So, anyways, I will let you guys get back to doing what you're doing, and I wanted just to call to say hello and give support, and I will be continuing to listen to you guys.
All right.
Thank you, Jenna. You guys drive safe. Have a good one.
All right, we will. Bye.
I feel like we're hanging up.
I know. Click. All right. You guys want to play us another number?
Yeah, let's do
right.
Let's do cumbia. Let me get
Some
on
cumbia. Look at these guys.
I'm gonna take your guitar.
They're like the Eagles. Everybody plays a different instrument. This is the band.
Oh no, I want you on the Weedle. On this one right here. Yeah, you see that? He's not even gonna play guitar anymore. He's gonna be percussion.
We're gonna talk instruments later.
So this instrument here was originally played by my wife, the Weedle, and then she got a condition called pregnant, and then she had the baby. And then her contract was terminated, so she couldn't play the Weedle no more. So ever since then, we've never had a Weedle player. She still gets mad. A shout out, right? We could do shout outs?
Yeah, I do.
Shout out to my wife, Jennifer, and my son, Joaquin. He's listening right now. I gotta tell him.
What was his nickname?
Oh, El Travieso Jr. El Travieso Jr.
So no,
Let's do this song.
Which one?
Matamoros. This song's called Matamoros. It's one of our influences, Rigo Tovar song. So
it's all good.
So let's try it. I hope it comes out. I hope we don't mess it up.
454s.
Let's go. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4.
A orilla del río Bravo hay una linda región. A orilla del río Bravo hay una linda región
en un pueblito que llevo muy dentro del corazón. En un pueblito que llevo muy dentro del corazón. Mi Matamoros querido, nunca te podré olvidar. Mi Matamoros del alma, nunca te podré olvidar. Si nací sobre tu pueblo, nunca te podré olvidar. Si me crees sobre tu playa, nunca te podré olvidar. A orilla del río Bravo hay una linda región. A orilla del río Bravo hay una linda región. En un pueblito que llevo muy dentro del corazón. En un pueblito que llevo muy dentro del corazón. Mi Matamoros querido, nunca te podré olvidar. Mi Matamoros del alma, nunca te podré olvidar. Si nací sobre tu pueblo, nunca te podré olvidar. Si me crees sobre tu playa, nunca te podré olvidar.
The 454s. There you go. That's Rigo Tobar.
That's Rigo Tobar
All
song,
right, there
70s
you-
song.
There you go. So very eclectic band, right? I hear so many influences when I hear them play. I really like it, people who pay tribute to the people before them, right? So you're doing covers of songs that are, you know, your roots, you know? And I think that's awesome.
Thank you so much.
It's really great. So let's talk instruments for a little while.
Let's do it.
I know I'm kind of looking. I can't turn back too much. I told them I was going to be talking. They're going to be talking to my head here, but bass. How long have you been playing bass for?
Probably 2006, around there.
That's cool.
11 years, I guess.
You started with an upright?
Acoustic guitar, but when your whole band consists of like 3 guitarists, you know,
right.
Somebody had to make a change, and all the other bass players that we tried out didn't cut it, so I ended up saying, you know what, I'll take it on. So for a whole year, I was just playing on a cheap Ibanez $50 with a cracked neck bass, and I saved up my money, and as soon as I pulled the trigger, got one of these, never looked back.
That's awesome.
So he basically learned how to play some notes on a electric bass, and then he's never stopped on the upright.
It's definitely a different kind of coordination for those who know between bass and stand-up bass. It's a different kind of hand coordination, especially with your right hand. Yeah. Granted, if you are right-handed, it'd be your right hand, right? But it's difficult. I mean, I've been playing guitar for over 20 years, and every time I get on a stand-up bass, I'm just like, it's a different coordination. You know, you got to learn. So props to you for learning that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
How about yourself?
Originally, I'm a bass player as well. I've been playing electric bass for a very long time, and I switched over to stand-up, and I played that for years and years. That's how the band first started. I used to play stand-up bass and sing, and it gets really hard to do that after a while, where you're like, nah, I just want to play guitar and sing, you know.
And plus your setup, your rig was huge,
yeah, I
man.
had a big, I wanted to thump, you know, I wanted to
You had your
be
Eddie Van
heard,
Halen
you know.
setup?
Oh, yeah, you know, 4 amps. But, you know, no, I wanted to change it up so it gives me a little freedom to dance and connect with the crowd. And when you're on the bass, it's really hard to do that. You
Right.
can do it, but it's just really hard. So.
Yeah, the thing with Ruben, really great frontman. I mean, all the bands I played with and seen, I mean, he's definitely like a crowd pleaser. And
It's the
you know,
fans. They,
yeah.
you know, whoever's there, you
They
vibe
give him
off
the
it.
magic, and he gives the magic back out.
It's funny. It's like
especially after the shows.
For you.
For you. It's like when we go see Moonlight Trio. You know, Moonlight Trio is good friends of ours. We love them to death. But man, when you do the cumbia, Billy, you do the cumbia, it really engages the crowd. It's a different style that just encourages dancing. You know, and you know, a lot of people can't jive, and a lot of people can't bop, or you know, or stroll or whatever. But just about anybody can dance to cumbia. You just gotta kind of shake a certain way, especially if you're.
You just gotta feel it. That's
yeah.
it. Once
if
you
it's in
feel
your
it in the
culture.
hips, you're 90% there.
Absolutely. So I think it's a wonderful thing. And the thing with their band, too, is they do the same thing. They switch out instruments. So as soon as I saw you guys start switching out instruments, I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
I know the deal here.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
I started playing maybe 20 years ago. And just learned 3 chords, learned the bar chords, and that got me on learning everything, you know, Misfits had, and then Ramones stuff, and you know, most musicians progress, and
now you know 5 chords, right?
I learned 4 chords, and
there you go.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I make it look cool. That's all.
That's all you need, man. I think it was Keith Richards that said, well, he played 5 strings a lot of his guitar, but 5 strings, 3 chords, and one a-hole playing it. So there you go. That's a Keith Richardsism. But I mean, most rockabilly is 3 chords, anyways, right? The 1, the 4, the 5, and
even cumbias only has 2 chords.
Yeah,
it's just back and forth.
Easy peasy, right? Easy peasy. So let's talk like instrument-wise. So do you mainly play lead guitar? Are you the?
We between myself and Ruben, we kind of switch between the leads and the rhythms and stuff. But as far as instruments go, I'm pretty much a Gretsch guy.
Yeah, of course.
You know, but I gave him the day off today.
Yeah.
They had enough this weekend.
Yeah. We've been beating the crap out of those guitars this week, but we've the 454s are actually Gretsch Guitars Endorsed band.
Nice. Do you play the Filtertrons, or do you play like P90s, or what do you have on your Gretsch?
No, they're pretty much all Filtertrons, TV Jones classics and stuff like that.
I love the TV Jones. That's good stuff.
You know, and then it's usually some kind of delay, and I've gone through a million different amps, and I always keep coming to my trusty little, well, not so little, Fender Twin Reverb.
I tried carrying that thing right now.
Your thing is
nope.
a beast. When I saw you pulled out of the car, I'm like, man, we're gonna have to get a team up here to move this. I mean, it's a small amp, right? But it is heavy.
I don't go to the gym because I have that amp, so I save some money.
Yeah, very clean Fender Twin. You said it's a 69, right?
Yeah, original 1969. Who knows what the hell it's seen before I got my hands on it.
It could have played Woodstock for all we know.
Or even,
could have been.
What was that cab that you had? Limp Bizkit?
I've had a bunch of stuff. Old Limp Bizkit guitar cabinet.
Really?
He's had all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and my main guitars are Falcons, Gretsch Falcons and stuff. Got some 6120s.
Your famous Hello Kitty.
He used that one on
Hello
Friday.
Kitty guitars.
Nice. Hello Kitty guitar.
Hello Kitty guitar.
Jaguars, Fenders, stuff like that. I love all that stuff.
It's funny because, you know, I have a Jaguar. I have the Johnny Marr Jaguar, but I also have a Gretsch. And to me, like when you switch between the two, you have to kind of, because the Jaguar is so bright compared to the other stuff, you got to kind of dial it in on the amp. So you on the fly, you change guitars, but it could be ice pick to the ears, right?
Every guitar has its own personality, of course, and you know, you use certain guitars for certain things.
Right. So that justifies why we, as guitar players, have so many guitars and so many amps. Don't judge us. It's just we want a variety to paint with, right? We want a big palette to paint with. Right?
Women have, you know, 1,000+ pairs of shoes in their closets, and you know, if I have a couple of guitars, then so be it.
If I have a couple of guitars,
hey, it's all good. It's all good. And then, so this is your primary bass? Is this what you usually?
Yeah. Engelhart, made in the USA. Got gut strings on, labella, and Fishman full circle pickups.
Nice. Sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds really good.
Very cool.
And then what's, I see you got a Fender.
Yeah, that's just the Rode guitar. I usually use a Tennessee Rose. That's what I use.
Okay.
Beauty.
With DeVille amp, you know.
Absolutely.
And I only have 2 guitars, just that one and an Epiphone, Gold Top. And that's my backup guitar.
Yeah.
Like I said, I came from bass. So bass players, like, you plug in, you tune, boom.
Right.
You don't change, you don't, you know. So I kind of kept that mentality the whole time. Like, I just, once it's on and I can hear it, it's on.
It's good.
And we're
It's
going,
on.
you know.
And is that a semi-hollow or a hollow, the Tennessee Rose?
It's a hollow.
Does it feed back a lot? You get a lot of feedback? No?
No. Actually, that one's a little thinner than all the other ones. It's
Right.
like it was like the rock and roll model, I guess.
Right, right.
But no, I don't get no feedback issues with it.
It's good. It's good.
It's nice, yeah.
I caught my eye. I'm looking down to my right here. I see you guys got an El Capistan, which I play that Strymon, the Echo.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that thing.
That-
and then OCD.
I've gone through a million different delay pedals, and that El Capistan just won't leave the pedal board.
It is a wonderful.
And the Altoids box.
Yeah, the Altoids box.
That and for the main overdrive, it's always
You
been
weren't
the
kidding,
OCD.
huh? You guys are right there. As soon as I saw this,
Yeah. I'm a gear nerd.
Yeah.
Like when I was looking and seeing things, I'm just like, yeah, oh, cool. You know what is that? Now the one that I really want to get is I'm gonna sell my El Capistan because I love it, but I do want to get Tavo's from the Nocturne Brain. I want to get his Mystery Brain.
I've heard it, and it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So great job on that, Tavo, if you're watching.
Tavo, we're gonna get you on the show, man. I ran into him at Don the Beachcombers. I said we got to get you on the show. So Tavo, if you're listening, come on out. We'll bring you on. You guys want to play another number? Because this show is about you guys.
That's
the 454s.
Right. Thank you. Yeah, we'll do another number. Sure. I kind of feel like I know this. No, like that. Well, I don't know. Then I'm gonna just go off the deep end like I usually do. Switching up the seven. Let's do that one. That one's on our new album that's coming out. I think you guys played it already, but we're gonna do the acoustic version of it. You guys ready?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Nah, see, now I want to do some rockin' stuff.
Woke up quick in the middle of the desert. Someone please go call for help. There they go down the road to the city tonight. Tonight, he said, let's roll to where to live. To die, one of his own prototypes. To where to live, to where to die, to where to live, one of God's own prototypes. Going down the road to croak a baron named Henry, 'cause he's known us for a long time, but he ripped us off. So there we go down the road, gonna cut his lungs out. Tonight we'll lead them up to where to live, to where to die. One of God's own prototypes. To where to live, to where to die, to where to live. One of his own prototypes. He said, tonight we roll to where to live, to where to die. One of God's own prototypes. To where to live, to where to die, to where to live. One of God's own prototypes. 'Cause you know anything worth doing, we're doing right. 'Cause you know anything worth doing, we're doing right. 'Cause you know anything worth doing, we're doing right. We're doing right. 'Cause you know anything worth doing, we're doing right. 'Cause you know anything worth doing, we're doing right.
Grazie.
There you go. There you go. As we always talked about, what these bands are playing, we always have our phones in our hand. It's because we're checking our social media and we're getting real-time feedback. We're talking and yada, yada, yada. So I want to give a shout-out to Whiskey Girl Josie, a good friend of mine. She shared you guys on her page,
Very nice.
tagged you guys on IG. And
Thank you.
love you to death. 10 minutes in, we're almost at 1,000 likes.
All right.
10 minutes.
454s.
454. So if you haven't checked these guys out on social media, check them out. Great band. It's the 454s. You guys want to get some shout-outs? We got about 2 minutes left. Shout out.
Shout out to my girl Melissa and the boys Benny and Richie.
My mom is listening. She comes to the show still. She has one strawberry margarita and gets all tipsy right away. I'm like, Mom, come on.
Hi, Mom.
Just a quick shout out to my boy, Pantera, and my daughters, Marilyn and Gwen.
There you go. There you go. Shout outs. Gosh darn, man. I say hi to Tracy, Pumpkin, Yellow Submarine. Hi, Jenna. I know you called in. Carmi, Cynthia, Denise, Brian, Joanne, Anna from around the way. I feel like LL Cool J. I always feel like LL Cool J.
Also to Tipsy, La Loca, and Little Spider.
And Joker. Don't forget Joker, eh?
I'm your puppet.
No, but really, thanks for having us, man. We've been looking forward to this for a long time. We try to practice on the acoustics and try to make it a little different.
Right.
But like I said, the album's coming out on the 24th. It's going to be out on CD Baby. That's where you get your copies from. Or just email us direct, 454s@yahoo.com, and we'll send you one over. If you're in a different country or whatever, anywhere, we're going to go worldwide. So
there you go.
Keep an eye out, 454s.
You heard him here first, folks. So on behalf of myself, Tim Von Fury, Native Doll Jenna, Big Rich, we want to wish you the best. Nothing but love for Big Rich and his future endeavors. As of right now, Whiskey Rambler Radio is no more. So this is our last show as Whiskey Rambler Radio. Shout out to Boogie and the Sunday crew. And here we are, new beginnings. And we're going to be on at 1 o'clock going forward. We're going to think of a name. We're going to wow you with it. But stay tuned. Like we said, big things are on its way. We'll let you know on the Whiskey Rambler page what's going on, and you'll follow our new page. Have a good Sunday, everybody. God bless.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you.
KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.